You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spidler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spidler.
And on the Positively Patty podcast, we're talking with Amy Howell. Amy Howell is connected with the In Crowd and Visit Indiana. Now, how do these things all come together? And what does this have to do with March Madness? Well, you got to stay there. We got all the answers with Amy Howell coming up on the Positively Patty podcast. And now it's the Positively Patty podcast, and we're going to make a little deviation today and talk about something that very important that affects all of Indiana, shining a bright light on the Hoosier state. With me now is Amy Howell, and Amy is in charge of everything. Give us some of your titles there, Amy.
Well, not everything, but, making a positive statement about Indiana, the Indiana Destination Development Corporation. Also, a part of that is Visit Indiana, Director of Marketing and Communication.
Wow, you're busy, busy, busy.
Well, we try to be, and all eyes are on Indiana right now, so we want to make a statement.
That leads us right into this. I saw this on a news feed, and and right away, I text you. I go, I got to talk to Amy. The IDDC, Indiana Destination Development Corporation, you've got some sort of a program where you're, as you said, shining a spotlight, a positive spotlight. Where is it going to be, and what is it? Tell us.
Okay, so all eyes on Indiana. This has never been done. The entire NCAA men's basketball tournament is Indiana. So what a time to show all the great things that Indiana has to offer. So we asked David Letterman and Sage Steele. So
Sage Steele.
Both Indiana natives love their home state to be a part of this campaign while all eyes are on Indiana. Tell us why you love Indiana. Ask other Hoosiers to be a part of this. Use the hashtag MyInCrowd, capital I-N, MyInCrowd.
Right.
Tell Hoosier stories. And that's basically all it is. Tell Hoosier stories. I could say, Patty is part of my in-crowd. She's positive, and that's why we love her. And that's all you have to do. Right. And you share it on social media.
Okay.
And that's basically the gist of it. So David Letterman tells the stories of these 6 Hoosiers, and they have great stories. And then Sage Steele is reaching out to everyone else saying, share your stories. Mm-hmm. And that is really the gist of this.
Now, and I noticed, too, they're very watchable because you're not watching an hour-long show. These are like 5 minutes or so, something like that.
They're shorter than that. They're 30 seconds and 15 seconds.
Right.
They just give you a snippet. But if you want to read more about these regular Hoosiers that are just interesting from all walks of life, you can go to visitindiana.com/incrowd, read more about them, learn more about them, click to hear their stories, like Jerry Lee Atwood. He's a designer to the stars, lives right here in Indiana, going to have his own show in April on Mass Ave. And, you can contact him. He can build you your own jacket that famous stars wear. Like,
oh, my.
I forget who it was, Post Malone or Little Nas. I mean, famous stars, and lives right here in Indiana.
Isn't that great? Some of the other ones that I noticed are, of course, Wolf Park in Lafayette, Indiana. I've been there. It's an amazing place. That's highlighted as well. Tell me, skateboard in Muncie. I didn't know. What's the short story here?
Life skateboards. Basically, this gentleman, he builds skateboards from scratch, molds the own wood in a garage in Muncie. Of course, Muncie, Ball State.
Sure.
David Letterman, close to his heart. So he really enjoyed hearing and telling that story to the nation. And it's a national campaign,
Wow.
telling the world about the Hoosier State.
All right. The Trap. It's a restaurant, but also a humanitarian twist to this a little bit.
Well, Chef Oya, she's seafood and sauces. That's her game. She brings spices to life through her food and love, and her thing is everybody's welcome. There's always a line at the door, and she's known for her philanthropy, and that's the softer side of her seafood and spices.
We got a lot of S's in there.
Alliteration. I love it.
Yeah, you could get in trouble for this. All righty. Janus Motorcycles. Had never heard of them either.
Built in the small town of Goshen with help from his neighbors. It's known as a rural community, and all the parts he needs are basically in the small towns around him. All of his workers are right there, and for motorcycle buffs, they know the Janus name.
Wow.
And so we want everyone else to know that name as well.
Okay. So the thrust of this, what are you hoping to accomplish with these videos? You're reaching outside of just, I've learned things. You can live here all your life and still learn things, but also you want to reach the world, correct?
Absolutely. It's just not... Knowing what's in your backyard is one thing, but knowing what's outside of your backyard is another thing. And if you don't have a perception of Indiana, maybe this will change your perception of Indiana to say, we're diverse, we're exciting. And, think about it. Think about Indiana as a great, exciting, unique place that has great stories.
And you don't have to have been born here. But you can choose to be a Hoosier. I was born in a very fancy town called Dayton, Ohio. But I've been here for 39 years now. This is home.
You're a Hoosier by choice.
Oh, I'm a Hoosier by choice.
That's right.
That's it. So I understand this. This really hits home for me. It really does. Now, are the videos going to be playing before the basketball games? Tell me about that.
So in and around the basketball games, streaming. So if you have a Hulu service or anything you're watching on the networks that are showing any of the games, you'll see them in there. So or Google, any kind of internet searches or whatever, you'll see them all around there. But you can always see them at visitindiana.com/incrowd. So if you want to learn more about any of these people or go on your own social media, talk about your own in-crowd with #MyInCrowd. Talk about your friends. Talk about the places that you go. Talk about what you love about India. That's really what it's all about.
I need to do this, don't I?
You do.
Now you got me even more intrigued here. Okay, so I can get involved. You can get involved. Everybody can get involved. Because it's my contention that we all have a story. Everybody has a story to tell.
Absolutely.
Whether it's about their pet or about what they do for a hobby or about what they enjoy or what they would wish to be, they all have stories to tell. So this is your chance to tell your story.
Stewie can be a part of your in-crowd. I know your listeners know about Stewie, so.
Oh, there you go. Oh, he is with the in-crowd.
There you go.
That's for sure. Okay, so you can make your own videos. What do you get out of this? What have you gotten out of this personally?
Personally, I just think it's, every day there's something new to learn about Indiana. I take pride in knowing what I do know about Indiana, but I also take pride in learning new things and meeting new people. And we have a great state, and, we need to be prideful Hoosiers, and we need to really sit back and look and appreciate what we do have, and we need to do a little bragging about it, I think, and let everybody else know what we do have.
I agree. There's so much, and you know that. There's in the news, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of bashing. And I understand why that's there, and I understand all that we've been through. But we also need to lift ourselves up. What's that? It's on a billboard. It says, "We rise by lifting up others." Think of some positive things. First off, I don't like to get too negative because read all that negative stuff, it brings me down. I'd rather read something positive, and then I feel better, and then I can help other people feel better. So, I just don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
This is all about the positive perception of Indiana.
Right.
So if us as Hoosiers, if we have it, even if you're a Hoosier by choice, then others will have it.
Pass it along.
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is playing now how long do the games last? You said
April 6th or 7th. I can't remember. That's the championship game.
Okay.
But the website will be there. The hashtag will be there. Just search it. But who says you can't share your story any time of the year?
Okay. So this will go on even after the games, right?
You can share your story anytime.
Okay. So you're thinking it's already popular enough that... Have you gotten any other responses?
We have. We've started to get some in. We have a network. We've cast it out there. We've asked people to become Indiana champions. And sign on and do this with us. And we've also started a campaign earlier this year about Hoosiers by Choice, people to tell their stories. And Tamika Catchings was our first Hoosier by Choice, and she signed on and she did a video saying why she was proud to stay in Indiana. So
I saw that one. I did see that one.
That's playing all year as well.
She's a great gal. And you know that she's talking now, speaking of being open and positive, her hearing loss.
Yes.
That's how I connected with her. And in the beginning, she talked about it a little bit, but now she is like all over it.
Absolutely.
And wanting to help young people who can identify with her. Oh,
absolutely.
I look like her. I can identify with her. She plays basketball. I like basketball. So all the things that she does, and now she's got her own tea room, and she's just an amazing.
And Indiana's full of all of those people. And just like Kaz Brooks from West Lafayette, she has purple hair or blue hair or whatever color, you think it is or whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Right.
Indiana is full of a diverse mix of people that make skateboards, people that ride motorcycles, people that build motorcycles, people that do designer jackets, people that cook seafood. Whatever it is, whatever they do, that's Indiana.
Yeah.
We come from all walks of life, all backgrounds.
I think sometimes the perception is, well, we're Midwest and we're behind the times, and that's really not true. And I've been all over the country, all over the world. Hoosiers are pretty darn nice. If you ask for directions or you ask for help or you say, I need you to do something for me, I mean, we just tend to be nice people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And they say if you actually visit Indiana once, you're more likely to give it a try. So hopefully anybody who comes gives us a try or meets some of our people, they understand what Hoosier hospitality is really about.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I want to see more. Tell me about more. Where do I see it? Where should I go? Give me websites and all that good stuff.
Anywhere you want to see anything for this specific, visit indiana.com/incrowd. Anything else you ever want to know about Indiana, always just visit indiana.com. This specific, visit indiana.com/incrowd, #myincrowd. Just look us up. We're there to help. We're there to give you information. We're there to be positive, just like Positive Patty.
Positive Patty. And if you call me, I'll give you Amy's personal phone number. No,
she might. You never know.
No, I won't do that. All right, Amy, you're wonderful. Congratulations on all your success and all of the things that you do, sharing positive stories. Visit Indiana. Of course, you know that I love learning all the things about Indiana. I go, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know you do. And this won't be the last you hear from me. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Thank you again, and we'll see more of you. We'll see more of your stories, and thank you for being on the Positively Patty podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next time. This has been the Positively Patty podcast from Wish TV. I'm Patty Spittler. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast. Make sure you do that now, and check out for new updates every single week. You can also learn more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at petpalstv.com and stay with Wish TV online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.